Now, your Super Doppler 10 forecast with meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler.
Yeah, that region having a tough time. Philippines, typhoon and then an earthquake kind of back to back. So anyway, Bermuda's going to have a tough time too pretty soon because Imelda, Hurricane Imelda, is aiming for that island. It's going to be very close to that island. And then Humberto is kind of falling apart. Luckily, that one did miss the island, but they're still having some effects. It's becoming post-tropical. It's just kind of falling apart structure-wise. And so it's going to become post-tropical soon. So first off, though, let's track Imelda. It is currently a Category 1 with winds of 90 miles an hour, but it's forecast to become a Category 2 as it moves right over the island or very close to the island, and that's happening tomorrow. And then it becomes post-tropical over the North Atlantic. And you'll see Humberto here. It currently is a Category 1 hurricane, but when I do the forecast, it just kind of goes nowhere. That's because it's already in the process of wrapping in a cold front and becoming post-tropical. So there it is. There's both systems offshore. And for us, well, we just have some clouds and maybe a sprinkle around this morning. But in the afternoon, we'll have a little bit of clearing. High pressure takes over here across the East Coast eventually, and these two systems kick out. But notice that we still hold on to those northeast winds today and tomorrow because the low pressure offshore and because the high pressure to the west. So we're going to hold on to that for a while. And we're going to hold on to some waves for a while, too. Some of these waves running about 5 to 7 feet, Virginia Beach. This morning, they're up about 5 to 10 feet, maybe a little higher than that in a spot or two. And then, well, as we go through time, they're going to come down a little bit this afternoon, but a lot more between today and tomorrow. Maybe not that low, but they'll be coming down. Now, Sewell's Point tides, let's talk about that. We've got some minor tidal flooding expected this evening, 5.1 feet. This is at 5 o'clock this evening. And so that is some solid minor tidal flooding, almost a moderate level, and then minor tidal flooding for Thursday. But then it goes down Friday. And so a lot of the region, minor tidal flooding, some moderate possible down around Hatteras and in there towards Jamestown, Smithfield, and maybe Lynn Haven Inlet up to Cape Charles, a little bit of brief low-end moderate tidal flooding. All right, so that's later today. Now, NC12, you're going to have some overwash likely this afternoon, 2 to 4 p.m. The tide at Duck, 5.8 feet. That is some minor tidal flooding, but it's, getting close to moderate. And so that's when you'll still have some waves in the highest tide. After that, the tide goes down, so it's possible, but not as likely on Thursday to get that ocean overwash. Now, we have a cold front wrapping into Humberto. That's one of the reasons it's changing. And then this is also pushing Imelda out. We're on the cool side of this front today. We'll be on the cool side of it for a while. High pressure is built in. We'll have a northeast breeze. So some clearing out there today as drier air moves in, temperatures low 70s, and that dry air is just going to keep moving in. And so we got some great conditions out there Thursday, Friday, Saturday with some very dry air, and Sunday the humidity goes up a little bit. Super Doppler 10, hardly a sprinkle at all. And today, again, no rain, just a sprinkle this morning, and then we're just going to have some clouds probably through noon. Afternoon, a little bit of clearing, partly to mostly cloudy, and then partly cloudy by the end of the day, and solid partly cloudy overnight. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. The winds won't be as strong. It's going to be a pretty nice day. We'll have a northeast breeze. It's going to be cool out there. High temperatures in the upper 60s for Thursday. Today, low 70s, some clearing, cool and windy. Northeast winds 10 to 20, gusts at 30. Near the shore, few gusts at 35. And there's gale warnings up. No boating today. Seas 9 to 11 feet. The bay 4 to 5 feet. Those seas will come down a little bit, I think, this afternoon, a little. 7-day forecast, upper 60s tomorrow, breezy. And then we're in the low 70s on Friday. We're in the mid 70s Saturday, upper 70s Sunday. But it stays dry through Sunday. Humidity goes up just a little bit through that time. But I'm really looking forward to some of that drier air coming in. Yesterday, you kind of felt it a little bit, especially with the breeze. But today, you'll notice it even more.